morning. This is Ruth and Esther sketchbook illustrated by Jill Mockingbird. Ruth is every verse, so I thought I'd read it. It's only 4 chapters, so let's finish it up today. And it's a good story of girl power and romance. And Ruth is Jesus was a descendant of Ruth, so she is very important. Now Boaz went up to the gate and sat down there. Boaz waits at the gate. It must be a very important place. Boaz's close relatives comes by, and behold, the close relative of whom Boaz had spoken came by. So they need to talk it out. Who's going to take care of Ruth and the land? I think Naomi's dead husband's land. So Boaz said, "Come aside here. Sit down, my friend. Come sit down." "Okay," says the close relative. So he came aside and sat down. And he took 10 men of the elders of the city. The elders of the city. Sit down here. So 10 of the older wise people, officials or leaders. So they sat down. Boaz says, "Okay, you 10 men, you 10 elders, sit down here. Be a witness to what's going on. Watch what's going on." Then he said to the close relative, "Naomi, who has come back from the country of Moab." "Naomi, I've come back from Moab. Naomi sold the piece of land which belonged to our brother Elimelech. I sold my late husband's Elimelech's land. I sold my late husband Elimelech's land," Naomi did. "And I thought to inform you. Let me tell you about this," Boaz says to the close relative, saying, "Buy it back in the presence of the inhabitants and the elders of my people." The close relative can buy back the land. These people are witnesses. So in front of everybody, the inhabitants and the elders, you can buy back the land. If you'd redeem it, redeem it. "Okay, I'll redeem it. I'll buy it back," the close relative can do. "But if you will not redeem it, then tell me that I may know." "Let me know if you're not going to buy it," Boaz says. The close relative won't buy it. "For there is no one but you to redeem it. Right now, only you can redeem the land." Close relative can. "So let us know. And then I am next after you." The close relative is the first one able to redeem the land. Boaz is next. "Buy the land back or I will." It's like Boaz is telling the close relative. So who will win? This is kind of like a climax of the story. Who's going to get the land and Ruth? And the close relative, and he said, "I will redeem it. I'll do it." Then Boaz said, on the day you buy the field from the hand of Naomi," this should be in the circle, in the speaking circle. "On the day you buy the field from the hand of Naomi, on the day you buy the field from Naomi, you must also buy it from Ruth, the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to perpetuate the name of the dead through his inheritance." Kind of complicated. "You must also marry Ruth, so that the inheritance will stay in the family of Mahlon, her late husband." Page 47. I think I Googled that and tried to explain it. And the close relative said, "I cannot redeem it for myself. I can't do it. Lest I ruin my own inheritance. I don't want to ruin my own inheritance for my own family." Maybe he's already married. I don't know. You redeem my right of redemption for yourself." "You do it, Boaz." "Yay. For I cannot redeem it," says the close relative. "Never mind, we're not going to do this." Now this was the custom in former times in Israel. In the past, here's Israel, concerning redeeming and exchanging to confirm anything, one man took off his sandal and gave it to the other. So to make the promise or to confirm or redeem anything, they exchanged a sandal. And this was a confirmation in Israel. It's like signing and sealing a contract. "I will do this." This was the method of legally binding a transaction. We should do that nowadays. That would be fun. And that was an illustration from the first time I read the Bible. And these other illustrations are just added on so to explain what's going on. Therefore the close relative said to Boaz, "Buy it yourself." So he took off his sandal, and Boaz said to the elders and all the people, "You are witnesses this day that I have bought all that was Elimelech's and all that was Chilion's and Mahlon's from the hand of Naomi. From Naomi, Boaz, I bought all things from the late Elimelech and from the late Chilion and from the late Mahlon." These aren't ghosts. These are just what happened, what's happening. The memory of Chilion, Mahlon, and Elimelech. Boaz is buying everything in front of the elders and in front of the city. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the widow of Mahlon, I have acquired as my wife. Boaz and Ruth marry, to perpetuate the name of the dead through his inheritance. Mahlon's name will carry on, that the name of the dead may not be cut off from among his brethren. Mahlon's name will not be cut off from his brothers. And from his position at the gate, Mahlon's name will not be cut off from his hometown and Mahlon's property, I guess. At the gate. Maybe this isn't Mahlon's property, but the gate of the city. I have to check that out. So Boaz makes this declaration. You are witnesses this day, says Boaz. And all the people who were at the gate and the elders said, we are witnesses. Elders and people at the gate said, we see this as happening. We are witnesses. The Lord make the woman who is coming to your house, Ruth coming to your house, make her like Rachel and Leah, the two who built the house of Israel. May Ruth be like Rachel and Leah, who built the house of Israel. May she be a wonderful woman for you. And may you prosper in Ephrathah, I think that's Bethlehem. May Boaz prosper and do well, and be famous in Bethlehem. Famous in Bethlehem, everyone knows Boaz. So they're giving a blessing. May your house be like the house of Perez. May the house of Boaz and Ruth be like the house of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah. So may they be like Perez, because of the offspring which the Lord will give you from this young woman. Blessings to you because of Ruth's offspring. So may they have children and be wonderfully blessed. So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. Ruth and Boaz married. And when he went into her, the Lord gave her conception. Ruth got pregnant, and she bore a son. Boaz, Ruth, and baby boy. It's a boy. Yay. Married, pregnant, had a boy. Then the woman said to Naomi, Blessed be the Lord. Blessed be the Lord, the woman said to Naomi, who has not left you this day. Today, the Lord has not left you without a close relative. Yay! She has family now. Ruth and baby and Boaz. Naomi is not without a close relative. Remember, she was Mora before. She was bitter. But now she is blessed. The women say, and may his name, the boy's name, be famous in Israel. May his name be famous. Everybody knows his name in Israel. And may he be to you a restorer of life. May the boy being born be a restorer of life to Naomi and renewed. Naomi's life restored and renewed. And a nourisher of your old age. The grandson and Naomi. I wonder how long they live to be. May the new baby being born be a nourisher of your old age. For your daughter-in-law who loves you, Ruth loves Naomi. For your daughter-in-law who loves you, who is better to you than 7 sons, Ruth is better to Naomi than 7 sons. Who is better to you than 7 sons has borne him. Ruth has a son. Woohoo, the women say. Ruth is better because she had that son. Then Naomi took the child and laid him on her bosom and became a nurse to him. So Naomi took care of her grandson. Yay! I like that little picture. Also, the neighbor woman gave him a name, saying, "There is a son born to Naomi." There's a son. And they called his name Obed. So these must have been very wise, older women of authority. So they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. Now this is the genealogy of Perez. Perez begot Hezron. Perez was the father of Hezron. Hezron begot Ram, had Ram, like a little sheep. Ram begot Amminadab. Amminadab begot Nahshon. Nahshon had Salmon. Salmon had Boaz. Boaz had Obed. Obed had Jesse. And Jesse had David. And there's this little slingshot there. And Jesse was a shepherd, I believe. And Jesse came from David. And Jesus came from David. Yay. So a lot of the Old Testament is about genealogy. And I'm sorry I don't have a title here for Queen Esther, for Esther. But this is one of the books I did at the beginning of the quarantine. So it's kind of scribble scrabble. But somebody at Farmer's Market told me, well, that's okay. God can still use scribble scrabble. God can use everyone. Ruth, Esther, and you and I. God bless your weekend.